Hi, I'm Dan Pavlonis, Senior Market Strategist here at RJO Futures. I'm here to talk about the dollar index or the currencies. We talk about this every week, forecasting future trends in the markets. And what we're looking at today is the market sold off a little bit yesterday, the dollar index off of the FOMC minutes. The staff is forecasting a slower rise in interest rates. That's pretty much tied in with the unwind of the Federal Reserve unwind of QE tapering, quote unquote. And while this tapering process is going on, they're essentially just slowing down the purchases of MBS mortgages, and another asset class would be the long-term treasuries. And by doing that, I think the ultimate thought was that the yield on the rates would go a lot higher because the Fed is no longer keeping pressure on yields. The FOMC minutes show that the staff said that that was kind of overstated, or the market predicted that the interest rates would go higher, thus creating pressure on the dollar index, also some momentum to the upside in the euro. With that being said, looking back, the ECB, Mario Draghi, is looking forward to creating some type of quantitative easing for the ECB, the Eurozone. How that's going to be implemented is going to be really hard to tell because some Eurozone countries have more stability than others. Some have higher unemployment. Some have been fiscally conservative over the last 10 years, especially over this downturn. So how that can possibly be implemented in the same similarity as the U.S. has QE is only time will tell. So if they do implement that, that should theoretically put pressure on the euro, also creating some support for the dollar index. As QE continues to unwind here in the U.S., that should also create some support in the dollar index. Even though the dollar sold off yesterday, I think it's created a good opportunity to accumulate over the long term any of these down spikes in the market. Ultimately, as QE begins to unwind and as the ECB begins to implement QE over in the Eurozone, I think that bodes well for a stronger dollar. It creates weakness in the euro. And long term, if we're looking at inflation here in the U.S. because of so much liquidity being pumped down into the market, I think that also bodes well for the dollar index. Something to keep your eye on looking forward. Buying opportunities may lie in these down breaks. So if you have any questions, give me a call. Dan Pavlonis, Senior Broker here at RJO Futures. Thanks. Futures and options on futures may involve substantial risk and may not be suitable for all investors.